there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. Ian Alleyne's out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. Ian Alleyne's out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the...
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ian Alleyne. This is Crime Watch, and we're back. Top of the evening to you. All those of you who are locked on online, a special good evening to you. My God, it's a busy. I had a real busy day, real busy day. And you won't believe. I'll start back. Until I jumping out, you know. We jumping out. Today I jump out with Port of Spain, CID, Task Force, a lot of other units were part of the exercise. And in fact, I met them there, and just to highlight it that. And you won't believe, but before we go further, all those of you who are locked on online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at us from the app. Now you're going to see a new ad with respect to the app because I think that I need to push that up where you can know my website is currently under construction. So just we're doing some work on the website. So that's the ENAlleyne.org, and you can get me on, you can use the app and look at Crime Watch wherever you are in the world. We are the only program that you could be looking at us live on television and simultaneously on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, on different platforms that Crime Watch has created. And now, as you know, we are streaming live on CNC3. So I tell you, we have really taken Crime Watch to another level. Today I was in Port of Spain and I met with Senior Superintendent Smith. Yeah, really great guy. A guy who really, who did so much for me and, who really assisted me so much while he was in Chaguanas. There's a photograph of him. And really great guy, really great guy. And ladies and gentlemen, he's now in charge of CID in Port of Spain, so he's doing well. But it just goes to show in life when, whatever the devil sets for you to destroy you and bring you down, you can only go further. And I can tell everybody in my life that I have been on the top. 2016, I was on the top of my game. And from 2016 I fell, bam. Yeah, right down. And after that, today, bam, right up. And even past those who were still looking down at me, I am way. Everybody who's got the wannabes and whoever, I'm going to tell you something. Today, I was on St. Vincent Street, just next to Guardian Media, where we are streaming live. Remember my office, my studio, all our equipment is in Chaguanas. Our entire, but we stream live on that network. And I looked at, with pride and I said, wow, I never imagined I would have been back on Guardian Media billboards and all their billboards coming from Port of Spain. I was just amazed. But then again, as someone said, so how do you feel when you sit in a car and you just see your images all over? I was like, yeah, that's good. Well, that is good. But, that's why I always have my feet on the ground. I'm an everyday guy, I'm an everyday guy. I'm a regular guy. As I say, I'm an average man in an average world. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, God has really brought me out and tomorrow the Muslim community, I believe some have started today. Some they will be observing the month of Ramadan tomorrow around 6:21. So at 6:21 from tomorrow, we will, go when time for prayer. There's from 6:21 tomorrow during the show. We'll, acknowledge the Muslim community, a 1-minute prayer and whatnot. And tonight, well, they're looking out for the moon and whatnot, and but nevertheless, it's really a praying time, right? It's it's just a praying time, and we have some great supporters, some from the Muslim community that support Crime Watch. Sheikh Lisha, who again? Snacks and a couple of people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so today we went down to the pensioners' quarters. Today I was at the pensioners' quarters in the BEETHAM. And very interesting. I'll tell you something about the pensioners' quarters. And today I'm putting HDC on blast. You know what is blast? Blast. The pensioners' quarters, they have about 58 rooms, little apartments at BEETHAM Gardens. This is for pensioners. They pay like $100 a month. Let's say those of you who are abroad, it's like 20 US a month. Let's say 20 US a month. And they occupy about 20 rooms. And do you know they have illegal tenants in that pensioners' quarters? They have families living, people living. There is no security, nothing. And I mean, AGC just slack. But when they want to give you notice to throw you out and ask to get this fixed and that repair, and you ask to relocate it and this and that, it's all kind of bacchanal with them. I tell a monkey know what tree to climb on. So to HDC, I saw they got a new person in HDC today. I was reading the newspaper that a new manager or something like that. I was a McFarlane or something. I can't remember. I was just doing some reading really, really fast and perusing the papers and so. But nevertheless, today, it was very, very interesting, and I'm happy that, hey, I'm in Port of Spain. Give me information and we'll come. But they got some marijuana trees and whatnot, very interesting, in the pensioners' quarters. Yeah, just imagine. This was found at the pensioners' quarters. You're going to see more on CNC3 News tonight about that. But it was found on the pensioners' quarters. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are watching just after Crime Watch, it is CNC3 News. It is the #1 news. And it makes no sense changing to nothing. Continue that trend as you sit, watch Crime Watch, and you watch this great Indian soap, Bodhika Vadu. Yeah, Israel Bacchanal on that show. You see, I made sure you have a taste. I mean, it's a super great time, yeah? You get that, you get Body Devout, Bodhika Vadu. Yeah. And you have Crime Watch, and then you have CNC3 News. Yeah, it's a super great time. All right, so we are live. So ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to Port of Spain today in the BEETHAM. Pensioners' quarters. Hi, caller. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Good afternoon, ma'am. It's about 4 minutes, but I just wanted to show you what we are doing. This is what we're doing. So again, if you have information, let me know. Superintendent Smith, he's the guy in charge of CID in Port of Spain now. He's doing an excellent job. At least I have great faith in Smith and Port of Spain. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Remember, take the audio down on your set when you are calling. This is Port of Spain pension. And imagine pensioners' quarters, yeah? So people planting weed all by the people apartment. Just imagine pensioners' apartment, and they're being, as they say, they're giving them static, intimidating the pensioners. And then what kind of madness is that? I thought AGC had provided a security for these people. Where is the security, AGC? I'm putting all you on blast from today. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, Mr. Allen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Minister. How are you doing?
Great.
But here it is going on. I want to thank you for going down to Ikakas and exposing this, what's this position, right? You know what, man? I want to find out when is the funeral for this fella.
The funeral?
And I want to know when is the funeral for this fella. And I want to find out if they're going to take up this thing and make it go like another statistic.
I'll talk about that after. The funeral for the...
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you again. The funeral for Carver will be on Friday. In fact, we will carry it live. You know, we've been asked by the family to carry it live. All right, they have contacted us to carry it live. They will see about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, imagine pensioners' quarters, you know. Now, don't make it like Ian and a team. Yeah, I met them here, but, you know, but... No, not Ian and yeah. But it's happy. I'm happy to see this. I'm really happy. Great officers, great people. You understand? We need to see more of this. Give them that play. Let them know you have great officers in town. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. When I see this red... Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, Alan.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. This is 98 from New York.
98 what happened? Well, look, we in the zone here, boy, up in the pensioners' quarters, boy. 98 was the first officer with Burroughs, and 98 with Burroughs, boy.
Boy, these people ain't care nothing, boy. These people ain't care nothing about the country, boy.
Nah, we are Smith in town. Let me show you a good guy. Let me show you a good guy. Senior Superintendent Smith. Sorry, Superintendent Smith. Sorry about that.
Yeah. The man doing a good job in the forest division, man.
Yeah, great guy, great guy.
Right, so what we go
Yeah, he's doing that. Well, they got some marijuana trees and whatnot. I just chatting with some of the guys here, you know. But great, you know. We need to see more like this, man. We need to see more like this, more like this. Once you have information about guns and drugs and persons that have outstanding warrants and whatnot, and I know come up with dance. We have cases in Chaguanas, and so, you know, once you have information, please let me know. Please let me know. Some of you, you know, didn't see me for a little while, but I joined back the gym here just to let you know that. I call her, good evening. Super great police officer here.
Yeah, well...
Hi, caller, good evening.
The Prime Minister give the people privilege to plant, so they planted anyway.
That is so true. The AGC give them, just imagine that they get into stay there. And I don't know if you have to pay, but I don't know how it works, but nevertheless, as $100 a month or something. And you know, if you see how much persons occupying these pensioners' apartment, what is AGC doing? I'm going to put you on blast. Get the newspaper for me. It was one of the newspapers. Get it for me. Hurry up. Get the 3 newspapers for me, please. I have it here. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. And I need to call that doctor, Bhagwan Singh. Keep running that video. Keep running that video. Keep running that video. This is a new person there. I was just reading. I was going through the newspaper today. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Tell me. Yeah, AGC has a new manager. Yeah. Look, I have the photograph here, man. I tell you, I have a good memory, you know. Yeah, so we wanted to, you know, her name is Giselle McFarlane. Yeah, so she's the new managing director. I'm sending a photograph to Master Control. I just thought about it. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Again, if you have information, please let us know. Let me know what's going on. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So again, let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what is going on. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Talk to me. Hi.
I'm now watching the show here with Ian Alleyne on the marijuana plants, the plants in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I understanding something there, right?
But you know, this is a real big issue right now in Port of Spain. It's a serious thing. It is a serious thing because in fact, people have anonymous sources said that, I mean, a lot of the pensioners, a lot of people in the BEETHAM happy I'm highlighting this, because the kind of things going on there, and the pensioners can't even say, part of it, you know, it's just unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. How these, stop it right there. See all those wide doors? Spores. Those wide doors are the part where the apartments for the pensioners and them. You'd be surprised to see how many other families have occupied these apartments and AGC doing nothing. But want to come after hard-working people. Sometimes you're in arrest. You need things repaired in the building. They don't want to do it. They pressure you. They want to throw you out. They want to throw you out. Just imagine that. But AGC now have to come and tell us how come you have 20 legal occupants in some of these apartments, in the 20 apartments, but the rest illegal occupants. What are you doing about it? That is lawlessness. Look at weed, drugs, all kind of things. What going on? What going on? If you have to relocate these people, go ahead and do it, but that is pensioners' quarters. And if you see a lot of kids in the back, the place taken over by families, and that is craziness. People need to go out there and work. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hey, Mr. Allen. 17 new cases today of COVID. How much are them from Tobago?
Well, I will tell you about that when we come back. We're going to take a fast break, ladies and gentlemen. So it's just something I wanted to highlight to you. And hats off to the hard-working police officers and whatnot. Hats off for the hard-working police officers. And just to let you know that AGC need to come out and tell us how come you have so many apartments, the pensioners' quarters, and only 20 occupied by legal persons there who are supposed to be there. But the rest occupied by everybody else. How that is possible? But you're coming after us, after these small people and them in different parts. AGC come in and want to do you this and that. Fix your house in BEETHAM in the pensioners' quarters. Or else we'll put you up on blast because there's a new managing director. This is a photograph here. In fact, she's the Giselle McFarlane is the new managing director of the Housing Development Corporation. McFarlane started in a new post. Go ahead. Right, great. Oh, she's a nice boy. AGC said McFarlane is a chartered accountant and holder of a master's degree in business. Well, Giselle, what's going on? Big man thing? I would like you, since you're the new head honcho in AGC, the managing director, come out and tell the nation how come that kind of lawlessness going on in HDC. Let's take a fast break. Put them up on black.
Custom canopies and coverings. Don't let the rain or sun stress you out. At Custom Canopies and Coverings, we fabricate, install and refurbish all types of residential and commercial awnings. Custom Canopies and Coverings has a team of experts who are certified and qualified in the installation and fabrication of awnings. We provide professional 24-hour service at competitive prices. Call us in Trinidad at 293-6142 or 463-7429 or in Tobago at 282-1068 for a free quotation or site visit. Installation anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago.
When NASA set out to explore the reaches beyond our world, they needed a material that would hold up to the demands of the unknown. Flexible titanium. Engineered from the same alloy used for missile heat shields, Flexon set the new standard in durable eyewear. flexible titanium eyewear.
Available at Neo Eyewear, 91D Main Road, Suite 1, Montrose Mall, Chaguanas, 672-5052 or 390-3196.
Organifi Green is the #1 gently dried superfood. Increase mental capacity and reduce stress with ashwagandha, the major ingredient in the superfood blend. Feel relaxed and reduce stress with a solid dose of antioxidants in the alkaline greens blend. Available at pharmacies nationwide or contact Radiant Health and Fitness, the sole distributor for Organifi in TNT today.
At Debbie's Furniture, our prices are the cheapest and our quality is the best. We have store-wide bargains on kitchen cabinets, islands, chest of drawers, mirrors, bed frames, sofa sets and more. Located at Last Shopping Mall, Davie and number 6 Clark Street, Penal, next to the market. Save money at Neil Pool. Service any unit starting at $175. Comfort Air units for only $2,050 or get a Lennox unit for only $2,700. Massive sale now on. Call to book your appointment today. Limited Auto AC Parts and Services. Our techs have years of experience keeping you cool and comfortable. Exceptional prices, quality work and outstanding services. Call, WhatsApp or come in today and take advantage of our many specials.
You know something? I was just thinking something today. I was thinking, and I want to bring something to your attention. You know, speaking about HDC, something came to my attention today. You won't believe it. Hold on. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. You know, ladies and gentlemen, they say how we country broke. They say the country broke. It broke. They say the country don't have no money. Money spending all about it. They're paving in the night. But you know the priority of this government is themselves and not you. We're finding money to do everything under the sun. We buy crane, new crane in the port, all kind of thing, highway. Look, they just invest in the rice project. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that. The farmer's supposed to come today to see me. And I saw the Minister of Agriculture, Terence Rambarat. You know the Bacchanal, you know the Bacchanal, right? I'll tell you about the Bacchanal. Just now where his wife made a statement and, you know, very, very distasteful statement. Very, very distasteful. I need to tell you about that. Now, 15 years after the housing, now I'm going to show you the towers in Chaguanas. So some of you who think that tower's abandoned, they're going to fix it back. Money going to spend hundreds of millions. By next year, it finished. All that, ladies and gentlemen, that is why. You see, they look for control. They look for control. They're changing seats in Tobago. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're making what was never marginal, an area that was never marginal, they turn it into marginal. What had one seat, they break it up in east, west, north, and south. So one seat is 4. Understand what they're doing. That is why I've always mentioned to you, I've always tell you that proportional representation is what we need in this country. One man, one vote. So it doesn't matter what seat is what seat. Everybody will be treated equally. Diego Martin will be treated equally like Chaguanas. Whoever lives in Diego Martin, if that is the Prime Minister's seat, if that is his constituency, whatever treatment they have down there, we will get it in Chaguanas. Yeah. Yeah, proportional representation, one man, one vote, but they don't want that at all. They want, watch me, they want to go down that road with that at all. So soon they're going to fix the towers in Chaguanas. I sent a camera crew today just to give me a couple shots of it. Right? Not this. This is the wrong photograph. Move him out. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 years after the Housing and Development Corporation, HDC, began building the Edinburgh Towers in Chaguanas, the government now hopes to complete the project early 2022. The construction of the Edinburgh Towers started in 2006 at a cost of $140 million, but stalled in 2011 due to design problems and whatnot. Also, it is estimated in 2015, the then Housing and Urban Development Minister, Dr. Rudal Munilal, estimated it will cost about $200 million to redesign and complete construction of the 2 abandoned apartments. In 2018, a report that stated the towers were initially pegged at $57 million, but incurred a massive $87.7 million in variation in changes. So this is the tower. So let me tell you something. They're going to fix back the towers. This is what's happening right now. They're going to, watch me, they're going to fix back the towers. They said the units now, it started at one of those units at a final cost of approximately $475,000, Garcia said. Despite the significant cost over, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2 and 3 bedroom units, he said they should cater to people earning a monthly salary of $5,000 to $9,000 so you can get an apartment. But now they changed it now and they say, yeah, what's going on? We'll make it for low-income earners. Yeah. That is what they said they're going to do. They're going to make it for low-income owners. He said the average mortgage range from $3,500 to $3,800, which may be too costly for those in the $5,000 to $9,000 monthly salary range. Therefore, the agency is refocusing the efforts to meet the needs of the lower income earners. So just remember, low income earners come into Chaguanas in $500. But then we're going to need a new police station, we need a fire station, all kind of thing. School, all kind of thing. We need a new health center. We're going to need a bigger health center. Public transportation, a lot of things. So imagine, ladies and gentlemen, all this is necessary right now, but your child cannot get a laptop. Your child, you can't even get a grant. But big article, we broke. But the economist, he's right. But nevertheless, the Minister of Finance is saying something different. Unbelievable, yeah, unbelievable. So just speaking about AGC, because, you know, we saw the AGC persons in the Port of Spain area, in the pensioners' quarters. We saw they got drugs and whatnot. But I hope Giselle McFarlane, the new managing director in AGC, you start from tomorrow and start to do your thing. Because you have to give no notice. There's no notice because they're just occupying there illegally. You can't do because it's unfair. It's unfair. And when they want to come at you, they don't care, you know. AGC don't care. So what good for one, good for all. You understand? What good for one, good for all. But just to let you know, I took you back to Chaguanas with the towers right now. Billions of dollars, millions of dollars going to spend. Hundreds of millions, and you can't get a grant. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Let's take a fast break.
Imagine a place where cuisine from around the world is prepared by the most knowledgeable chefs. Welcome to Passage to Asia on the Avenue. Come experience the finest in authentic Indian, Chinese, Thai and Italian dishes all in one exhilarating location. Dine in or take advantage of our express lunch buffet or try our Sunday brunch, a 2-for-1 cocktail. cocktail happy hour specials. For reservations and orders, call 736 or 739 Asia. Passage to Asia.
Located in the heart of Gasparillo, Naturally Fresh Food Supermarket offers you the lowest prices on all your everyday food and household supplies. We have massive weekend specials, also available at Green Hill Foods, Princestown.
Get store-wide savings at RS Save with Us Supermarket. Fill your cart with food items, dry goods, household and cleaning supplies, and much more. Our shelves are always fully stocked, located at 141 Union Road, Marabella. Visit us today.
Like it or not, you have to put them up on blast. Your AGC, big money spent. Tell them big money spending and a big money spending. Look at it was more money to spend, more money. You know what? This contractor, who's the contractor getting that boy? A man getting everybody will get till 20 unit. Everybody gonna make money. I put on my face mask because we have the farmers and them outside. Yeah, the farmers, the rice farmers. I want the bat for them. But before we go further, I want to call the doctor, Dr. Bhagwan Singh, to find out what's happening. What's the status like in St. Vincent right now with respect to the volcano? All right, you remember the videos and they had sent to us yesterday. She's there currently in St. Vincent.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Bhagwan Singh. We are live on national television. I'm sorry I couldn't call you earlier on. What's happening in St. Vincent right now? Just give me a fast update now.
Okay, well, I have to give you a really quick update because my battery will soon cut off on me.
No, I didn't tell
we
you
had an explosion again. Yeah, we had an explosion again this morning. So of same destructive capacity, with a pyroclastic flow. Yeah. With that being said, the Venezuelan vessel is here to provide aid, and the galleon's passage from Trinidad and Tobago is also here. They're currently docked in Kingstown, and they're waiting customs clearance in order to take whatever aid that they sent off the vessel.
Wait, the Venezuelan vessel, is it true that Venezuela sent 20 tons of food?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Yes, they send quite a lot of stuff, and we're very thankful for it. We're also very thankful for everything we got from Trinidad thus far. But again, like I keep telling everyone, the issue isn't now. I mean, we're receiving aid now, but 2 or 3 months from now, what is going to be the position? Will countries still continue to give us aid? Because that is actually when we're going to start feeling the effects of this disaster right now.
But it's okay, but it's more critical today?
No, not really. We just have the ashfall again, mainly the red and orange zones. Yeah. But here in the green zone, we are still fine.
Oh, in the green zone, you're okay. Okay.
Yes, only the ashfall. It's only ashfall for us here.
So this food that was sent, where I think Venezuela sent 20 tons of food.
Yes.
Is it that is going to the shelters, right?
Yes, everything is going to the shelters. For persons who are housing nationals who open up their homes to persons who are displaced, they can also seek help by contacting Nemo or maybe even the Red Cross, but most of the stuff that are coming on all the vessels are going to the shelters.
Great, Dr. Bagwan Singh, thank you again. Don't lose your battery. Don't lose your battery. Don't lose your battery. But thanks again for keeping us, informed. Thank you again, Dr. Bagwan Singh. Thank you. Great girl, yeah, great girl. She's been really telling us exactly what's going on. But I thought Venezuela didn't have enough food. I thought Venezuela didn't have enough food. 20 tons of food. What is this about? I thought Venezuela, she said the Venezuela vessel already in St. Vincent. When they come in, they say Venezuela nothing to eat. So if Venezuela get food for 20 tons of food stuff on a vessel, which is good, that is excellent. That is good, hats off to Maduro. You understand? But I'm confused, I'll have to call you. I'll have to call somebody who goes around him, Yeah, and get an interview with him, yeah? I tell you, don't underestimate me, and I tell you, I know people, I had to make a call tonight. I had to make a call to find out that because I'm confused. And they said that Venezuela don't want nothing to eat and people come in here. So with them, anyhow, I will leave that right there. I'll leave that right there. So at least you have an idea what's going on. Stuff free, the Galleon Passage has reached in St. Vincent. We have a short clip. Go ahead.
Of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Well, we are brothers and sisters. In my case, my mother, God bless her soul, she was a Trinidadian by birth. So I'm entitled to citizenship of Trinidad and Tobago by birth. My wife is a Trinidadian, so I'm entitled to it by marriage. But the land of my mother and the land of my wife. Thank you very much. And I want to send a message to my brother Keith ROWLEY, to tell him thanks. I've been in touch with Stuart Young quite a lot, and he with me.
Hey, the farmers
both
in front,
of them are excellent human beings and good hearts and excellent minds. And the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago, I want to thank them very, very much for coming to our help. Well, we are brothers and sisters. In my case,
wow, unbelievable, yeah, unbelievable. And you remember she said they had 15 cases. We have 17 cases today, 17 cases today, 70 new cases, 70 new cases. I had to show you something today where the Prime Minister made a statement. And very interesting, yeah? Office of the Prime Minister. I had my document right here. Office of the Prime Minister. All right, this is what the office, listen, man. Now remember, come back to me, hold a second. He was in contact, I think 30 persons or 35 persons have been quarantined. But nevertheless, I been in Cora. Remember, I spent 20-something, almost 30 days in Cora. All now last year in Cora in a lockdown, and he enjoying himself, He eating and drinking and laughing at me, All now last year, he and DL saying all them part of this stupidness. Up to this day, they said I went to the bank. You remember when he said I went to the bank? Up to this day, nobody never get no corona. But it was just wickedness. So I tell you, watch me. Anyhow, here what going on. I don't know who this man have typing up this thing. I don't know who this man have, if he have some OJT person. But no way to discredit OJT, because we have OJTs here also. You understand? We have some OJTs here that come across and, but nevertheless, Office of the Prime Minister, head honcho, look at the statement these people made today. Go ahead. Read it. Today makes 1 week since Prime Minister Dr. Keith ROWLEY has been quarantined for 14 days. How 1 week could be 14 days since he first showed symptoms last Monday? How? Who write this for you? Mr. ROWLEY, who writing this thing for you? You want me to come across? You want me to send one of my people there to work? Just imagine that. 1 week. 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. 1 week. 1 week, you know. Craziness. Open up your lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 1 week. Today makes 1 week. 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. 1 week. Come back to me. Also, you know, I have somebody to call. I have somebody. You know how many persons, in fact, just to let you know, how many persons have been quarantined as a result of, well, tracing and whatnot with the Prime Minister. We have approximately 35 persons here. I'm not seeing in my rundown. Hold on, I have them in my front. So much things I have to go through here for you. So much news. This week was confirmed by Tobago's County Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Tiffany Hoyt of Tobago Health Update Media Briefing. Dr. said all contact during the period when the Prime Minister would have been considered infectious would have been within Tobago. Oh, good! You hear what I say? Would have been in Tobago is 50,000 persons. 50,000 persons. If you didn't know, I have it right here. 50,000 persons went to Tobago to have a good time, you know. In 7 days, they had 50,000 persons who took plane, who took boat to go across to Tobago. Just imagine that she added, concerning the persons who are in Tobago, we will have a total of 35 contacts here. 35. But what about when his family went to the beach and maybe took out pictures with people and whatever? I'm just showing you. What going on now? What going on? Let's take a far.
We've got elegance, we've got class, we've got swagger. At Raquel Moda, we have something to suit every style. Robert Graham Men's Line, footwear, formal dresses, watches, sleepwear and jewelry. Visit us at San Juan or C3 Center, San Fernando.
Get delicious meals and cold drinks at Double R Restaurant and Bar. Enjoy local cuisine daily and our Saturday Riverline menu, fireside duck, cascadoo, goat head, lagoon rice and more. Delivery available in the Chaguanas area. Call us today for more info.
Hangers Extreme is back, now serving lunch and mocktails for dine-in and pickup. Opening hours Monday to Friday 12 noon to 10 p.m. Sundays 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Full menu available. All COVID-19 protocols observed.
Better be careful who you're giving that contract in Chaguanas and the apartments in Chaguanas, because let me tell you something. I have my eyes in HDC here. I have my eyes. It's like, you know, I have my supporters, you know. Don't get tied up, you know. Every single area in this country, Every government department, everywhere. People who mightn't come out and say, I love Ian Alleyne, or die my boy, you might be bad talking, PM. But people right next to you love me. They love me. They love me. It's a cool scene. I just want you to know, AGC, whatever going on in Chaguanas with them towers, we all finding money from to give who to build apartments. I have my eyes. I want you to know it. If my child can get a laptop, if my people can get a grant, if the bar owners can get no money, here we're going on. We are finding money for apartment in this time. It's politics. Politics. Hey, I have something to tell you. Yo, hear this one. Really, really fast. Hear this one. You go ball. Let me call the people and them. Listen to this, eh? This man has to answer this phone now. Court passing. Hey, good afternoon. We're live on national television, yeah?
All right.
Here now, I want to ask you something. Now, don't call nobody name. Is it true that your father, he's 61 years old from
No, that's my uncle.
Your uncle, sorry, your uncle. He's 61 years old. He went to Prince, now this is the information I have. He went to Princestown Health Center around 4 o'clock last Wednesday, and he took the vaccine, the first vaccine of ASTRAZENECA. He took it. Now, he had no kind of major sickness or anything. He never suffered. He had no stroke. He had nothing. Is it true that after taking the ASTRAZENECA, no, it's not a matter we want to make bacchanal or anything, you know. But I have to highlight this because after this man took the injection, the vaccine, on Wednesday, he started to get pain. You tell me exactly what went on from Wednesday when your uncle went to Princestown Health Center. You tell me.
Well, after Wednesday, he complained of belly pain. And Friday morning, he went and lie down. He went to get his belly rubbed. And when time to get up from the bed, he can't get up. From his waist down, totally paralyzed. Totally gone.
But he did not get no belly rub or nothing because he started to get pain.
No, he didn't get no belly rub or nothing.
Oh, cool, because he was... So after, totally before he had no pain or nothing when he went for the vaccine?
He had no pain, no symptoms, nothing. They called and told him that to come for the vaccine. And when he went, they didn't give him no briefing, nothing. They just gave him the vaccine and sent him home.
So he just started to get pain just like that?
Yeah, he just started to get belly pain. He started to get belly pain and from the belly pain. That was it Friday morning when he got up, and that was it. From his waist go down, totally paralyzed.
From his waist go down? Totally paralyzed?
Yeah, totally paralyzed. Which it's very bad.
So I heard somebody tell me today, I was chatting with some doctors and they said that they give up on him in San Fernando?
Yeah, the doctors say that.
The doctors told you that?
It's nothing, the doctors are trying, they're trying their best, but it's nothing they can do again.
So what caused this paralysis? What caused this?
Well, the only thing that they're seeing is the vaccine. Actually, the patient saying is the vaccine that causes it because he had no other symptoms.
That's frightening. No, I'm not telling you not to be vaccinated, you know. I'm not telling you not to be vaccinated. I'm not telling you that I wish everybody vaccinated and we go back to business as usual. That's what I want. I mean, once vaccine come, I come in here and I'm taking vaccine live for you. You understand? And some when they get their vaccine, I'll take it live for them. But nevertheless, this man, uncle...
The government need to do some more research.
The Minister of Health or anybody, is because it is a hush-hush, you know. This is a hush-hush right now, you know. I mean, I'm supposed to deal with the rice farmers outside because 25 million parboiled rice plant launch in Cuba, they launch with Terence Rambarat and everybody, and Old Mark and everybody. I'm supposed to deal with that. A set of rice farmers outside waiting to see me. But when I found out about this, I decided to call this man and ask him if his uncle did not take the ASTRAZENECA shot on Wednesday at Princestown for health center, and after Wednesday evening around 4 o'clock. So when he got up Friday, okay, between Wednesday and Friday morning, what kind of symptoms he had?
He just complained of belly pain. He just complained of belly pain, and that's it. And after that, it just came like a blood clot. The vein, I forget the name of the vein, but.
So they seen a blood clot?
Yeah, it's a clot, it's a blood clot. The whole bottom of his body is clot, blood clot.
And you realize, hold on a second, sir. You realize you realize how D.L. Singh and them don't want nobody to know this? So the man saying his uncle was good, his uncle normal. They call him and say, well, boy, come for the vaccine. He has 61, he be 61 years Montana. Buy him a vax, right?
Yeah.
61, this month. Yeah, there's the birthday. Yeah. So he so wait. So he took the vaccine in Princestown Health Center. He started to get pain, and on Friday he got the clot because he thought it was as we say in Trinidad, they say it's Nara, your belly hurting you. All right?
Yeah.
Because I remember a long time when my belly started hurting, I'll go by a woman down Petersfield, got Chaguanas. If your foot sprained, you go by Husluk, or if you go by in Chaguanas in Petersfield, it had a nice lady, a Baptist woman, nice, great woman. Her name was Miss Winnie. And Winnie rubbing my belly, so son, don't worry, your belly got there. You understand? What years ago, a little fella. You understand? I'll go by Miss Winnie, great woman. But tell me something. So now, so wait, doctor seen a clot?
Yeah, the big clot. His whole body like that. The big clot all his tools, everything like that. It started to discolor, everything started to get discolored now. Doctor said they can't do anything to him. Everything totally gone.
Wow. But how come D.L. Singh hiding this from all you? Maybe that is why Rowley. Maybe that is why.
The doctors on the hospital.
No, the doctors trying. They are great people. They are great doctors. They are great doctors and nurses in San Fernando. They are trying. They are great people. But now you're thinking, take care. That is why Rowley did not want to take the AstraZeneca. Take care. Because what this man said, his uncle took it. Now, his uncle took it and he's in San Fernando Hospital right now. I have his name, but I just wouldn't publish his name. But he's in San Fernando Hospital right now.
The doctors don't give up on him and they say that I'm not again, we can't do it.
So he's just a cripple now?
He's there right now, yeah.
So wait, this man went, I mean, rice farmers are sorry. Go ahead.
And get the vaccine and everything.
Uh-huh.
And when he went to lie down, by the time he lie down, when he got the lady to up, he just had a complaint. And when time to get up, he fell down back and that was it. He couldn't have no movement, he had nothing. And when he pulled up his jersey, you can actually see all his blood by his belly and foot and everything.
But how come, Terence, how come you were talking about this, Terence? CMO now, when you're driving with your Benz to go on to the press conference, how come you didn't talk about this? How come you all don't know, but how come nobody talking about this? Why this was a hush-hush? Why this was a hush-hush? Now the mark was on national television. A 60-year-old took the AstraZeneca. He's from Princestown. He went down to Princestown Health Center for around 4 o'clock Wednesday evening. By Friday morning, they had to rush him to the doctor. And now the doctors in Cuba, in San Fernando Hospital, give up on him. His whole from his waist go down paralyzed. And all they can see is clots. It's not a matter of frightening you. But there are cases outside in the world where persons have been complaining about clots. So strange and so unfortunate that one of our own now in Trinidad have fallen victim to the clot. The doctors are seeing the clot. They are seeing it and they know as a result of the AstraZeneca. Now I am not telling you maybe that's just one out of the masses, but it's so sad and unfortunate that this man's uncle has to be the victim.
Yeah.
So does he drive?
The family in a state of distress. Actually, he's a strong, healthy man. From his waist up, he can talk, he can laugh, he can move, he can speak, he can do everything. And from his waist down, totally gone.
Well, I hope, D.L. Singh, you better find your little tail, Carver, you better find your little tail down in San Fernando Hospital and take control of this. And remember, you both and say, that we hospital, your mother and father, like they give you that hospital. He said, that we hospital. When you come to my hospital, look what's going on in my hospital. How you come you just tell us everything? How come you didn't tell us? How come you didn't tell us? How come you didn't tell us? It is like Rowley and this corona. Who is the super spreader now? 35 persons already with respect to contact tracements and so with the Prime Minister. Now everything is a hush hush. I have a duty to tell you the viewers, and I have a duty to tell the elderly what is going on, and I am not going to push this under the carpet. I am not going to do that. I am chatting with the guy nephew here, the man nephew. So did he drive to the health center?
To take the vaccine?
Yeah.
Yeah, he drove and took it and everything and come home and was good. And he just started complaining of belly pain, and that was it Friday morning. That was it. He kept on complaining of belly pain until Friday morning. The heat was unbearable. And if the man in the hospital and he's falling, he's begging for any help, anything, help him, man. We can't help him. We can't do nothing. There's nothing we can do. The doctors and MPs are full time in this case like that.
So all the seen is clots.
Sorry?
Wow. I'll call you after the show, sir.
Alright, no problem.
Wow. Well, you heard it. Today you heard it. You heard it on Crime Watch. You heard it on Crime Watch. You heard it on Crime Watch. What they didn't want you to know, you just heard it on Crime Watch. Who is the super spreader now? Oh my God. I have so much to tell you today, but I'm lost. I have a generator that was stolen. We're going with that tomorrow. A decomposing body that was found yesterday. We're going with that tomorrow. There's nothing I can go with after. In fact, right now, I'll just flash the generator for you. Somebody stole that. I'm looking for it. I will tell you all about it tomorrow. It was a stolen generator. Look at it and look at it well. Hey, boy. I am lost for words. This Princess Tongue man, come back to me, please. This Princess Tongue man went to get the ASTRAZENECA vaccine. He's 60 years old. After Friday, he started complaining Thursday morning about abdominal pains and all over his body. He would say, well, maybe I have Nara or something. He went to get to the rub. He even reached on, as he reached, he said, nah, something wrong, but this is more. He fell. He collapsed. When they take him to the hospital, they only seen clots all over. And now doctors say, that's it for him. He can never walk again. And you telling me D.L. Singh didn't come and tell all you that? Let me see, what is their response tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen? There is so much I need to tell you. There is so much I need to tell you. But I just had to tell you this. Tomorrow we're going to deal with the rice farmers. Tomorrow we're going to deal with the rice farmers. I'm going to tell you all. Ooh, my head is spinning right now with this. What's up, me on 2944081. Those of you want to advertise and whatnot. Good night.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. Ian Alleyne's out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you're home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down.